Good evening. Today we'll be talking about business etiquette. So you just graduated from college. Congratulations. You put in the hard work, you studied, you passed, you wrote a resume, you created networks, and you interviewed and you got the job. So what comes next? This is business etiquette and making a great first impression. So what are you going to do when you first come into this new role? First, you want to make sure that you show up early, but not too early, about 15 minutes early. You want to do this by making sure that before your first day, you're doing a test run and making sure that you're familiar with the traffic, where parking is, so then you're not coming in late. Stand when somebody enters the room. And when they do, make sure that you shake their hand, whether it's a male or a female. Shaking your hand or shaking of hands is proper, and it shows respect. And your handshake should be firm but not bone crushing. Introduce yourself, first and last name. Make sure that you get the name of the person that you're meeting as well. When you go to a meeting or you're sitting down, make sure that you're adjusting your chair too. You want to make sure that you're level with the other parties that are in that meeting. And you also want to be aware of your posture. So sitting up straight, positive facial features are all very important. Now, what do you not want to do? Don't slouch or cross your arms. This can give the impression that you're standoffish or not interested, and does not make a great first impression. You don't want to interrupt or ask too many questions during the meeting. You never know, the answer to the question that you have may come along somewhere else in that meeting. So you want to keep your questions to the end. This also shows that you respect the presenter's time. You want to avoid eating or chewing gum. This can cause disruptive noises, disruptive smells. So just avoid it whenever possible, unless of course it's a working lunch situation. And just put your phone away. Don't look at your phone, don't text message. If in fact you do have to answer your phone during a meeting, just make sure that you keep that in your pocket with the volume on vibrate. And if you do have to step outside to answer a call, excuse yourself. All right, so now you know how to act, but all of this is for nothing, unless, of course, you know how to dress. So 55% of individuals say that they make a perception of a person based off of how they look. So what can we do to ensure that we're providing them with the best impression of us? Well, for women, starters, skirts or dress pants. You want to keep your skirt no higher than 2 inches above the knee. Blouses, dress shirts are very common, comfortable heels or flats, depending on how you are comfortable wearing those shoes. Modest jewelry, you want to avoid anything real flashy, distracting. Same with avoiding bright colors or patterns, anything that's just too flashy that really takes away from what you present to the company. You also want to make sure that you have groomed hair, clean nails. You want to avoid chips in your nails, avoid hairstyles that are maybe a little too trendy, unusual colors, bright pinks, blues. Keep everything pretty neutral. And for men, dress slacks, khakis. If you have a suit jacket, that is completely acceptable. However, during the summer, that can be a little warm, so a pressed dress shirt, avoid wrinkles. Make sure that your shoes are polished. Little details like that do make a big difference. A tie, again, same thing is with women. You want to avoid ties that are too flashy, too much bright print. Keep those for the special tie days. Keep to neutral colors, so your blacks, your grays, your navies, your tans. And as well too, make sure that your hair is groomed, beard should be maintained. You don't want to come out looking like Santa when you're coming into a working environment. And what should you avoid? 100%. If you can avoid having any visible tattoos showing, if you can cover those up, I highly recommend it. Same with piercings, take those out. Sometimes the culture at a company is okay with tattoos or piercings, but not right off the bat. Make sure that you're familiar with the company before you're putting that out. You want to avoid anything that you would wear at the beach or after work. So anything that's revealing, shorts, floppy hats, anything that's just flip-flops. Again, anything that you would wear outside of work to the beach is probably not appropriate for work. Baggy pants, so make sure that your pants fit. So we also look at, again, big pieces of costume jewelry. Make sure that your makeup is clean. Don't overdo it. Same thing with cologne and perfume. Make sure that that's not the thing that follows you into a room. And finally, as far as hairstyles go, make sure that it's very natural, maintained and groomed. All right, so now you have all of this knowledge. You're going in with your schooling and your business etiquette and your dress to impress, and go and make that first impression count. Thank you and have a great night.